Hey guys, Michael Edward here with True Trading Group. December 13th, I opened a swing trade in AEMD at $1.27. And I want to take you through the trade. I want to show you why I entered the trade. I already took some profit for a 13% gain, but I'm still holding on to the bulk of my position, looking for some continuation. And I want to explain why. Okay, this AEMD started to show me some signs of strength in the afternoon. And today and yesterday there were Fed meetings going on, and Trump was speaking, Yellen was speaking. There was a couple of things that I expected to slow down the market to kind of take away some momentum, take away some volume, take away some follow through. So I explained to all of our members the last 2 days to be quicker with taking your profits, maybe take a smaller position size, be tighter with your stop losses, be more disciplined with your entries and your execution. And the reason for that was because I didn't expect follow through. Okay, and yesterday we didn't really get any. So we were hitting singles yesterday, 9% gain, 5% gain, just chipping away because we weren't getting those continuation moves. I expected that similar action today. Again, today we saw a similar action, no real follow through, no real momentum, and lighter volume overall. So when I started to see follow through come into AEMD, I thought to myself, if this stock is starting to see follow through in the afternoon today on a slow day, then the chances of that stock seeing continuation tomorrow, when I expect the overall market to see an increase in volume and momentum and continuation tomorrow, now that the Fed meetings and everything is finished with and we can get back to normal trading, I think the chances of AEMD seeing continuation is high. Okay, so that's why I decided to turn this into a swing trade rather than just a day trade. And I'll take you to the chart and I'll explain to you what it was that I saw. AEMD had this high at $1.25. Okay, that initial morning high was right here at $1.25. It then put that resistance in again after it tested it around $12.50, and you can see very clearly resistance at $1.25. The stock then broke above that high right here just after 2 o'clock when we're rolling out of lunchtime and when stocks start to pick up volume normally. Okay, it saw a nice increase in volume on that break. So once the stock broke through that high of the day, I got long right here at $1.27. Okay, the stock then pulls, actually puts in a high of $1.34 after I entered $1.27, then pulls back in, retests that $1.25 beautifully, and then bounces off it very quickly and then starts to push. But what I want you to notice here is when the stock bounces off that support level and starts to push, look at how the volume started to increase. Okay, that is what you want to see when a stock breaks out. I just made a video yesterday that spoke about the difference between strong volume and just an increase in volume, and there is a difference. This is an example of strong volume. Go look at my last video that I just posted that talks about the difference between strong volume and just an increase in volume. And those are examples of just increases, not strong volume. There is a difference, okay? This is exactly what you want to see. Strong volume on the break of the high. Lighter volume on the pull-in and retest of support is fine. But when it bounces off the support, that's when you need to see the volume start to come back in. And you start to see the volume come back in right here. Okay, these 3 candles right here on this AEMD. And that's how I knew the stock was going to start to push. Okay, I took some profit right here at $1.44 for a 13% gain, and I'm still holding on to the bulk of my position, and I'm looking for $1.70 as my next target. And then if the stock really has momentum and the volume is really pouring in and I see a lot of strength, then my final target will be $1.90. And let me take it to the daily chart and I'll show you why and where I got those numbers from, but also the setup on the daily chart on why I liked this as a swing trade as well instead of just the day trade. So here is your daily chart on AEMD. You can clearly see an area of resistance around this $1.10, $1.11 with this previous low back here, and then the stock gaps down below that level, and you can see clear as day resistance right here, and then once again resistance right here. Okay, you can also see an area of support down here after it's gapped down. Okay, so after that big gap down, the stock found support at this level. Okay, it's like 90 cents, 92 cents. You see that support level right here. Then the stock broke below that support level, but very quickly popped back above that support level. And that support level that it had just broken popped above it. And now look, it's holding support again right there. And it held support again right here. Okay, so this is a potential of a short trap. Okay, it's called a short trap because it looks like a short setup, and traders might look to get short the stock, but then when it pops back above that support level that they shorted through, they can get stuck, and then once that resistance level breaks, you get a short squeeze. And that's what we saw today. Okay, a little bit on this AEMD. All right, here is that gap fill that I spoke about. Okay, this gap right here, this candle. That's why I took profit at $1.44. Okay, this gap fill was like $1.45, $1.50 area. You can see it filled that gap. You can let me zoom in. You see that tail right there. It filled that gap, and I took profit for 13% gain. Now, my next target on this is $1.70. Where do I get $1.70 from? This previous high right here. Okay, it's minor resistance. It's not major. Okay, but it is the next area that I'm going to look for the stock to push to. Then if the stock really gets moving, my last and final take profit will be around $1.90 with this previous high. But why do I think this is more significant than this high? Well, guys, it's because as we scroll straight across, look what converges right on that same price point, the 200-day moving average. So that, I think, will be an area of significant resistance. If the stock has enough strength to get up to that point, I will get flat the position at that $1.90 area. And that would just be a really nice, strong, big win long from $1.27. And I've already locked in 13% gains on about 25% of my position. So I'm still holding 75% of my position, and I'm looking for that continuation and that follow through in AEMD. And I will update you guys tomorrow on how that trade unfolds. See you guys tomorrow.